Yes. Listening, really.
What's going on? Brutus Christu, Gramashon.
Eleme Vogren. What? Creona Vitus.
About time you arrived. Was wondering if you'd ever show. Kinda surprised you even showed up at all. I don't know. One moment, I was with all of you. Then, suddenly I woke up here. I wasn't alone, though. It actually gave me time to talk things over with someone who understands a little more about loyalty than you do.
Watch out!
Ah, Garius. I thought I heard the shadowy slithering.
So, you have made it here. I am impressed. But really, what did you think coming here would accomplish? You have done much to disrupt our war efforts, but you will answer for it, and you alone. Your companions, for them I am prepared to offer mercy. You led them, you ordered them. I spoke at some length with your friend Nishka here, and with others you have traveled with. You have already felt the fractures growing within your tiny group, whether it be because of the paths to power, simple neglect, or perhaps from those who can think for themselves and recognize the true enemy here.
Bishop, my debt to you is over, Knight Captain. Don't think this has anything to do with you. It doesn't. But your uncle, he poisoned everything right from the start. You I respect, but old Duncan, he just can't leave well enough alone sometimes.
Oh, go on, Bishop. We have time. Our Lord will be here soon, and then none of this matters.
You see, Duncan, he saved my life once. Found me outside my burning village. Nothing but dead Luskan all around. Thing is, I was the one who burned that place to the ground, and I didn't want any witnesses. Then Duncan comes along, right when I was wounded, barely holding on, and I can't do anything to silence him. That's it, really. Nothing complicated. Just settling debts that never should have been made. It was part of an initiation ceremony into a Luskan assassination squad, like old Lorne once was. It's something they order all new recruits to do, whether they want to or not, and I don't care for that too much. You see, they order you to slaughter a Neverwinter village as part of the initiation ceremony. I decided to take care of two problems at once, and I chose my own. You see, for every West Harbor that gives rise to someone like you, someone great, there's 100 of me that end up going down the other path, and my village, not worth talking about. It doesn't even deserve to survive. So when they ordered me to destroy a village of my choosing, I saw a chance to kill the Luskans and kill that place that helped make me the fine, upstanding man you see before you, all as a fortunate accident. I was going to burn the village to try and kill the Luskans who were watching over me. There was a trap, but those villagers, those fools, they wouldn't leave when I told them, so they died too. I set a bunch of fires around the perimeter, let it all come circling in, and they all burned like sheep trapped in a corral. I told them to leave, to run, but they wouldn't leave their houses, especially when I told them. So they deserved to die right along with the Luskans watching me. I took a few arrows, had some wounds, and to be honest, wasn't sure I was going to get out of there at all. I was too weak to fight back, but it didn't matter, because for the first time, I felt all these chains come off of me. I felt free at last. But then Duncan came along, right at the end, tying me to that place, tying me to Luskan, tying me to the past. He saved my life. Then he said I owed him in that stupid joking voice of his. But I knew what he meant. He was blackmailing me with what he knew. Then he called his debt due, and that debt was to help you. And I had to do it. Else he would have told everyone that I was at that village, and then the Luskans would have come looking for me. I don't like obligations like that, or obligations like you. After this, I'm free and clear. After the King of Shadows rolls across the coast, none of this is going to matter.
Come now, Bishop, let us be on with this. Our master awaits.
You watch it. I'm not anyone's lackey. Not any...
I think we've heard enough from this Knight of Neverwinter. And from you, Ranger. Now be silent.
Is that so? Well, in that case, you can handle the Shard Bearer on your own. After all, you really don't need me, do you? I think it might be best if you stopped having people stand between you and the Knight Captain here. Torio, Lorne, your Reaver friends. I'm not going to fight your battles.
You will die here if you leave, Bishop. I will come for you when I am done here.
Garius, you're going to die if you stay.
You were never a true leader, even with the ritual and the sword of Gith at your side. Do you think all your companions who follow you would follow you to death? I think not.
Know that the choice is a simple one, Garius. If you fight us all.
Ah, of course. But let us ask each in turn, and we shall see the truth of it. And dear Nishka, let us start with her. Just to drive the blade home. She's the one who traveled with you almost as long as the dwarf. I think your neglect of her, your contempt for her, was enough to make her see things from my point of view. She saw little value in the realms to begin with. But with you as the closest example approaching a friend, I think she decided there was no value to this pathetic plane whatsoever. The future I hold for her, however, is ripe with possibilities for any who are willing to take it.
Now you notice me? Only when it hurts you? Gods! You saved me on the road to Fort Locke, and then everyone else showed up, and it was like you forgot me. Like I didn't even exist. I just want to go back to the way things were before, when I did what I wanted, and I didn't care what other people thought. Including you.
But the thread of your alliances unravels further, I think. From fiends to power to more. San, I know you studied at the Hoss Tower, and what relics you saw there are nothing compared to the ones that lie here. The secrets of ancient Ilfan, the power you seek is here. And I can allow you to rectify certain inequities.
Yes, well, as tempting as the offer to become one of the many Shadow Reavers we have already slain is, I shall pass. Not much future, you see, for you or them. Besides, the little girl here, she needs minding, else bad things could happen to us all, and I will not allow that to happen.
Ah, and then comes the matter of restraint. I can feel your indignation, Quara. Your power rolls off as your anger grows, as those weaker than you claim to understand you, when all they want to do is drag you down. The power you have, imagine if it was increased threefold. tenfold, 100-fold, without limit, without restraint. All the chiding and lessons and lies of the Academy and your father would be nothing against such power. I mean, truly. What more is there to learn from the people of Neverwinter? Not much, I think. Their time on this plane is done. And have your companions offered you any insights? Or simply more hostility? It sounds to me as if they are simply another academy of narrow-minded fools one needs to separate yourself from. Carve your own path, my dear, and I will show you the way.
Even if Sand wasn't against you, I'd stand with you. I'm tired of him and all the rest telling me what to do and how, when. I'm the one with the power, not them.
And this is what I feared all along. The girl has become a child, and now, Kara, you are our enemy.
And Amanjaro. History can be rewritten this hour. Your allegiances need not remain. There is so much pain that can be undone by my lord. All those wasted decades. They need not have been in vain. The contracts with the infernal legions that bind you with enough power, those are easily broken. As for the Githyanki, we can take the battle to them as well. You need never fear either group again. And your dear Chandra, she need not remain dead. We can return her to you, and her life that you missed. You can come to know her again.
Whatever the faults of the one we follow, we are here to kill the King of Shadows, not listen to the chattering of one of his servants, Garius. I have had my goal for decades, and I did not burn in the hells in agony to give up to one such as you.
Well now, it was worth a try. Forgive me. Just a small precaution to shield the portal from the bloodshed to come. After all, the King of Shadows is almost here. Too bad you won't be alive to witness it.
Fall in behind me here.
It seems enemies have arrived.
I can do that.
Their time has come.
That is within my power.
Destroy them all.
More have come to block our path.
I can do that.
Take that! Take that! This is most unfortunate.
Everyone ready? Then let's attack!
Attack! betrayer.
Filthy help
That will require him. That will require a mere fraction of my power.
Let's get him!
Well, look what we have.
Attack!
This is most fortunate.
Betrayer!
That's it.
Looks like we have company.
Let us attack.
Looks like we have company. Betrayer! Prepare to become one with eternity.
But they were our friends. And now we've lost them. Like we lost Chandra. What made them do that?
Know that shadows offer many temptations, but the end result is empty, as was their deaths.
It looks like the portal's opening, no matter what we do. But I swear I'm going to go out fighting.
We haven't traveled all this way to give up now. There must be something we can do, something to stop the King of Shadows. If there's anything you need from the bodies of our former allies, take it. We'll need everything we can to survive this.